So I have people come to me all the time about they're preparing their parents for making a move, and it might be time for them to go into an assisted living or just a retirement community. One of the first things I always say is if your parents are starting to have this conversation, even if they say to you that they're years away, start putting your name on waiting lists at places that they would consider, because you don't always have the choice of when you are ready to go in, if there's some place available for you, or if it's the property or the unit that you want. So starting to tour these even 5-10 years beforehand. I know someone who's been on a waiting list since 1999. And while that may seem ridiculous, she's in her 80s and she prepared. And what now she has the option of almost anything she wants in this community. So she's identified where she wants to go. And when they have something open, she's at the top of the list. So that's a wonderful place to be. She doesn't feel the pressure of having to make a decision because she's only getting a call for a property or a unit once a year. So my biggest tip is get your name on a waiting list, or go with your parents and have them put their name on a waiting list. This is something I really enjoy doing, and I do have some experience because I help my clients with this. So if this is something you're considering or want to start the conversation, then let's talk. But there's a number of things and people that you should really be engaging with. So if your parents are ready and open to having this conversation and you have siblings, make it a group event. Have everybody there, or everybody that your parents want there, and start talking about it. Talk to them about, do they have a will drawn up? Do they have an estate planner? Is there an attorney involved? How do they want things to transpire? And if they're going to rely on you, do you need to have a power of attorney as well? So if so, that's a great conversation to have with the attorney and your parents. And there's multiple types of power of attorney. There could be a health power of attorney, a financial power of attorney, a strictly real estate power of attorney. And having these in place ahead of time, should there be a situation that one of your parents is incapacitated for the sale of the home, or when they need to retrieve funds, it's really great to have someone that they trust, preferably a child that can help them through this process and sign for them. So talking to the estate planner or the attorney, and also talking to their accountant, because they do want to prepare. There's going to be capital gains tax, possibly. A married couple that sells a house over $500,000 is typically eligible, unfortunately, for capital gains tax. Now, there are some expenses that you put towards that gain, such as the cost to purchase the house, repairs that you've made. So again, in preparation for this, starting to pull out and making a list of all of the things that you've done to the house is going to really help your accountant not have to use all of the proceeds towards a capital gains tax payment. So these are some big tips, some getting started tips. There's so much more to it, but if you can start with having these open conversations, it will really make things a lot easier and you'll be able to prepare better. While you're doing this, and this is the last tip, gathering the information about the age of all of the utilities, like your heating and air conditioning system, the roof, the hot water heater, if it's a septic system, what can you pull together on that? And then if any of these have not been service lately, like maybe the heater and air conditioner could use the servicing. If you're planning on selling in the next 12 months, starting to get these items serviced and just any repairs that need to be done is going to be a huge help in selling the house, because it just shows the next buyer that you've been on top of things. You're not turning over, even if you are selling it as is, you're not turning over something that they have to have a huge concern for, because you have been on top of the utilities. So more to come, but these are just some starting points. So subscribe if you want more tips. I really love helping the senior community. So anyone that is looking for some assistance or guidance or advice, please reach out and I'd be happy to hold your hand through this process. Thanks so much.